They will not leave disappointed. This guy is unique, special, and we are privileged to be here today.
Entering the 2025-26 NBA season, I had the Washington Wizards ranked 29th in the NBA and last in the Eastern Conference. Part of it was because Washington wanted to be bad, sitting in the middle of a rebuild. The second reason, however, was because of their questionable core. So far, they've lived up to expectations, currently 3-19 overall with the 29th ranked offense and 30th ranked defense on cleaning the glass. Ultimately, it should come as no surprise that the Wizards are gearing up for the future, where they hold over $100 million in cap space and a high lottery pick to use. But even amidst another down season, things can change. The Wizards are bad, but they've seen two of their young players take a step forward, Sarr and Kyshawn George. Sarr was terrible as a rookie. After pushing himself away from Atlanta Hawks and the #1 pick to land in Washington with the 2nd overall pick, Sarr came in and nothing clicked as a rookie. Not only was the defense hot and cold as expected, but Sarr shot 39% from the field and 30% from the outside, while taking a ton of his field goal attempts away from the rim. Even with a modest bounce back in the final month of the season, Sarr at best looked like a puzzling player entering his sophomore campaign. So far, we're seeing a very different Sarr on both sides of the ball. In 20 games this season, the Frenchman is averaging 18.1 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 3.6 assists per night, with 2.0 blocks per game. Offensively, Sarr is taking less threes and mid-range shots, moving inside and scoring effectively in the paint. The jump in his true shooting percentage, from 48% as a rookie to 56%, is staggering, as well as his assist rate too, going from 13.9% to 21.2%. Even as the losses pile up, Sarr is evolving into a more efficient offensive threat. Defensively, Sarr was always a solid shot-blocking threat, but he's becoming more of an impact on the glass as well. Moving in the right direction, Sarr's defensive rebounding rate moved 21.3% from 17.9% as a rookie. Part of which is due to better positioning and a season of working with NBA trainers on his body. Sarr continues to show a better overall defensive acumen, even if the numbers and team impact doesn't bear that out. While Sarr has taken more of a predicted step forward, the rise of Kyshawn George has been meteoric. From barely playing in the first half of his rookie season, to making a notable defensive impact on the Wizards in the second half of his rookie season, George was viewed as a potential 3-and-D player that would be more valuable as Washington found the star pieces to operate around. Now, the question that lingers, is Kyshawn George a potential star wing? Currently averaging 16.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, 4.9 assists, and 44% shooting from the outside, George took the ball and ran with it in Washington's offense. The outside shooting has been a welcomed addition to a team that lacks true floor spacing, but the passing from George has been excellent for his development. The defense has waned a bit with a new offensive role, but George is still an active defender in terms of defensive events, ranking in the 54th percentile with a 1.6 steal percentage, and his 2.4 block percentage slots him in the 71st percentile. His size and athletic ability allows him to be a deterrent on that end, which, when you add his newfound offensive ability to that, looks to be that of a high-level wing player. With Sarr and George taking a step forward, the Washington Wizards are moving in the right direction. Both Sarr and George have solid defensive acumens with budding offensive games. Sarr, now more of a fixture inside the paint, should be able to work and thrive, while still taking a sizable amount of above-the-break threes. For George, these are the steps for a wing player to become a star-level player. The ability to carry an offense both as a shot creator and shot generator. The next step for Washington is who can they get to move in the direction of Sarr and George and breakout? As the Wizards move closer and closer to the new year, can the Wizards find a third young player to move closer to the Sarr and George tier of young talent? The answer is maybe. There are several candidates, but no one sticks out. Cam Whitmore is an athletic forward with a score-first mentality, but none of the ancillary skills stand out. Rookie Trey Johnson, who's currently injured, is in a similar boat. Johnson's first impressions is that of a score-first guard, who doesn't get to the rim often and doesn't impact the game in other ways. On the flip side, I worry about the offense for Bilal Coulibaly and Bub Carrington. Coulibaly is a good defender with some notable reps last season on various ball handlers. His passing is underrated and he's not afraid to attack the glass. The issue? Coulibaly is shooting 37% from the field, including 26% from the outside. As for Carrington, the former Pittsburgh Panther is shooting 41% from the outside, but his inability to get to the rim hurts his game. The Washington Wizards have several positives working for them in the long term, including over $100 million in cap space next summer, and, of course, their 2026 first-round pick. While a small sample, it's good to see some of Washington's young players take a step forward, and time will tell if any of their other young talents take the step forward akin to Sarr and George to further add to Washington's group of intrigue.